the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Good morning to our sea day, our second sea day. As you can see, it is a bit rough. We are rocking, and we know it's that bad because our whole balcony is wet. So we've obviously had quite a number of waves. I would take you out there, but I'm not getting my feet wet. But this is what the sea is looking like right now. It doesn't feel cold. Oh, the camera's just misting. So what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by the mist, that it's actually quite warm out. It's just very rocky. Oh, I don't know if you can see us, but anyway, we're at the back of the ship. We're outside because yes, it's like this, rocky, but it's really warm, isn't it? It's really humid. So we thought we'd come and sit outside while we have our breakfast. Now we have quite an array of Cabana's breakfast to share with you today, so get ready. So Allun, what kind of things have you got on your plate for breakfast?
Pineapple,
yeah,
mushrooms,
yeah,
bacon, smoked salmon,
of course,
hash browns,
yeah,
a cinnamon roll,
yeah, and then what was the unusual item?
special fried rice.
Of course, because that's what is always up there for breakfast, isn't it? Special fried rice. Mind
If
you,
we have it left over for
exactly, leftover Chinese. And for me, I went for a very strange array. So, went for some breakfast, like cereal, that I'm going to put some like bananas and some bits on the top. And then I saw my faves. Yes, don't worry, I haven't let the side down. Raspberry donut, chocolate croissant. So, starting all right, ending fantastic. So this is just the waves and the water, and oh my god, the sun has just come out as well. Amazing. Made it into the Cove Cafe for another coffee. Let's see what kind of things we get today. We got none today. No faces in there today. A bit boring, but it's okay. Maybe next time.
There you go. Delicious. Can we come on in and say hi? Big hugs. Oh yeah, hugs all around. Hang loose.
Okay, so we've gone and met Stitch, which you've hopefully just seen. I've now changed my ears, and I'm going to talk about my ears at another point today because they're very special to me and it's a very special day. So please stick around to hear about a very special person. But we are in we're in DVC, of course. Where else would we be? He wants to know about the deals that were on the cruise, so we're going to sit here, got a bowl of water and hear what the deals are, and then we've got a couple of other things booked for today. You will not be surprised to hear that this one did not buy any more DVC, and nor should he. We've only just brought in Mr. Allun, but we've got some burgers just for a bit of lunch before we head on to our next activity. So we've just come back from having a little bit of lunch. We only had I had the burger and that was it. It was because we had a bit of a late start, as you guys know. No drinking today, guys. You will be relieved to hear there is no drinking happening today. However, yes, we're doing some trivia now, which is the Star Wars trivia. So I will bring absolutely nothing to this. It's all down to this one. I'm just going to sit here. Yes, it's still very like this, by the way, guys. Today has been bad. and we overheard some crew say that some staff have gone down with some seasickness today. We have some tips for the seasickness actually. It's worked for him, and I think if it works for him, if you've seen the Royal Caribbean, it must do something. So maybe we should talk about seasickness and the motion of the ship if it's this bad, like what you should do. We are in the tube, my favourite place.
Kylo, who does Rey tell Kylo he's afraid he'll never be as strong as? Is it A, Yoda, B, the Emperor, C, Darth Maul, or D, Darth Vader? Princess Leia, quote, "Somebody has to save our skins into the," and I'm looking for 3 words.
So Alan got, oh sorry, screen's flickering as well, so I'm in animated palette. Alan got 14 out of 20, no maybe 15, but yeah. So I've come down into animated palette because it's Pixar Day at sea and you get to meet some of the Pixar characters, and I thought I'd come and meet Jessie because I've never met Jessie before. So they're just meeting Buzz right now, which is really cool. So I'm going to go and do that now. Alan's just quickly gone back to the room to put down like the bottles and stuff, and then he's going to come and meet me here.
Watch out, Buzz is coming through. Buzz is coming through. Don't want to get shot with a laser.
Look at those ears. Oh man. Oh, you're getting lasso lessons? Yeah! A nice little tilt to the hat. Stick your boot out. There you go.
Okay, we're back in our favourite place, guys. The tube. Not that I don't get enough of the tube at home, to be fair, but I want to talk about someone very special. So I'm going to put you on the table, 1 sec. Okay, so let's talk about this very special lady. Her name is Emily. Many of you have probably seen her in some previous vlogs that I've done with her, which was at Disneyland Paris. So if you haven't seen them, please go and check them out. These are actually her ears. Now sadly we lost her in 2020. She was my absolute bestie since I was in nursery. She was taken very early from us in the COVID times. At the age of sadly 29 years old. She was a character and a hoot and a half, and today is very special because today is her birthday. So happy heavenly birthday to Ems, who would be the age of 33 today, and she's probably having a ball up there, I know that much, with all the famous people in her odd socks that she loved to do, etc. So I'm wearing her today to celebrate her birthday today. She's always in my heart, always, and we're always thinking of her. I miss her deeply. But thank you to James, her partner, who said that I could have her ears. So she's been to Disney World a few times. She's now been on Disney Cruise a few times. So Ems gets around now. But if you do want to check out, if you want to see Ems, she was an absolute hero. She worked for the NHS as well. So a big hero. Please go and check her out in our Disneyland Paris vlogs with James. She is a little superstar and talks about the hand warmers. I'll never forget, we have hand warmers that they're kind of like tea bags is the best way to describe them, and then when they hit the air, that's when they warm up. And she talks about putting them in her shoe and it feels like she's walking in dog shit. So if you want that kind of content, please check her out. She was fab. So this is for you, Ems. Happy birthday, and I miss you lots, bestie. But this time we've done the Broadway trivia, which I was really shit at, but I was happy that I got 12 out of 20. It's Broadway questions, alright guys? But we're now going to listen to a Broadway star who has come round and said hello to everyone who sat down for him. Bless him. His name's Ian, I want to say Kanua?
Yeah.
Kanua. So he's talking, he's obviously in the shows on the ship. I think he's friends with Jafar, I say friends. We've just been speaking to him, and he was in the West End, and he went and done Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, which me and Alan saw in the West End, which was really awesome to talk to him about. So that is really cool. So I'm looking forward to hearing a bit more from him, etc. Such a West End geek and stuff. So, and he seems so nice, like really kind with his time. He's going round to every single person to just ask them where they're from, how they are. That's a really nice quality. You're happy, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm gonna get you drunk later.
There is no more drunk going on during this vlog series.
It is for being the big guest artist, and I get to do Jafar in Aladdin. Thank you very much. I was not ready for applause, but I just love that nobody knows who I am. I look so completely different than I do in the Jafar getup. I love it. And then at the end, Frozen is, I think, on Wednesday, but I am not in that show. And then Friday evening is my favorite show on board called Believe. And I'm the father in that show. And then my other part of my job is obviously to give this talk. Of course, you have to make a decision about what you're going to do for the rest of your life. And my parents were adamant. There was no way I was ever going to perform for a living. And so I thought, fair enough. There were no computers. There was no information about what a performer's life was. Took great vacations. And then I did it for 3.5 months on Broadway after I finished my time on the road. Great cast. I loved what I did in the show. So I understudied the 3 dads. So this was when I went on for Sam on the left. I was in Boston. And then on the right is what I normally did in the show. And it was just so fun. Really, really loved it. And right after I finished Mamma Mia, I decided to move to London. I am a dual citizen because my mom is British, so I became a dual citizen when I was doing Mamma Mia. And so I just wanted to see what it would be like to try my hand over in London. So these first 2 photos are from the Gaston character in Beauty and the Beast. I loved that wig. I put on that wig, and everyone would say, "Hi, and how are you?" It's just a wig. It's still me. But it was great. I loved it. I loved doing that part. It was very fun. The middle character on the top is the Glenn Miller part in a story about his career called The Bugle Boy, and I got to conduct a Glenn Miller band on stage. Oh, it was remarkable. Down left was Billy Flynn in Chicago, and down right was the baddie in a British pantomime called Mother Goose. So Great Britain has a lot of pantomimes, and they usually happen at Christmas, and they're over-the-top family, usually musicals. Very, very silly, and they usually have a good fairy and a bad fairy, I don't know, bad person, bad guy, and I played the baddie, the Demon King. He was like an evil Jafar. But I just loved that costume. Here you sing at the Royal Albert Hall in the UK. So the Royal Albert Hall is like America's Carnegie Hall, but it's slightly bigger and it's an ellipse. They can do quite a remarkable amount in this space, and they do. They utilize it for many things. A few years running, they did these musical theater concerts, all put together by this one gentleman. And so the first year, he asked if I would be in the ensemble of 8 people to back up 2 Miss Saigon numbers. I said, yes, please. And debut, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, with Robert Lindsay as the lead. And I had started to do this beforehand, but this was really when I began to do what I really do now, which is be in the ensemble and cover the male leads. Nobody really knows who I am, so it's kind of what I can do. I can do everything in the ensemble and then cover the leads, which is great. So once I finished Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, I came back to New York, hoping that it would be the right decision. And luckily, 3 months later, after doing some other shows, I got my next Broadway show called Dames at Sea. How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses are sprinkled with dew?
Hey guys, I'm all spruced up a little bit, changed top, got my sparkles on, my sparkly booby ones. We don't make these out of videos for children, so We just met that lovely performer, gentleman called Ian. Absolutely fantastic. Loved his chat with us. And then even better, that song he chose was from White Christmas the musical, which is what I just did at Christmas, and we had fantastic audiences and I had the bestest time, played the most hilarious character. And so when he sung How Deep Is the Ocean, it was just like... So now that we've like spruced up, we are going to go and meet a princess. Which one? Come find out.
Volunteers, give them a hand, everybody. Coming up, don't be afraid, don't be afraid. I'm gonna stand right here now. Hello, the three of you. Why don't you spread out for us just a little bit, Excellent. So the three of you, we're gonna get to know you guys in just a second. But did you all know you are experts in impersonations? They all have this like really blank look on their face. It's almost like they were deadpan experts, like Brooke was earlier. Okay, so what is your name? Where are you from?
I am Tasha from London.
Hello, Tasha from London. Ooh, hello. Tasha, why don't you come and step down to the mic for us? Excellent. Now, Tasha, you throughout the evening have been hearing judge number 1, correct? Judge number 1's been talking a little bit during the night, correct? Do you know who judge number 1 is without saying who it is on the microphone? Do you need a reminder? Hold on. Turn the mic that way. Okay, she's got it. Okay, we'll turn the mic around. Okay, so now, so Tasha, why don't you give me your best vocal impersonation of judge number 1 shopping at the grocery store? Go for it.
I'm watching you on the tills. I want the best discount there is.
That's pretty good. Thank you so much, Tasha.
Surprised.
Well, you know, I think this has been one really successful open mic night. What do you think, everybody? Why don't we get our volunteers to come on up to the stage for one last big round of applause? We're gonna stand right there.
I have nothing if I didn't have. Yes, I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have everybody. I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you.
Hello everybody, how are we all doing? So it's been a bit of a while since we picked up the camera. I think the last you saw that I got pulled up on the stage for the Monsters Inc. laugh floor. I did my best, guys. It was working with like very limited of knowing nothing, but it was a lot of fun. And so then after the Monsters Inc. laugh floor, we went and met Rapunzel first. Rapunzel was alright. I think I'm going to show you some footage now, but it was very quick. She obviously wasn't very chatty that I was expecting to be when I asked about Pascal and stuff. She just, she's not been the best Rapunzel I've ever met. And then we kind of basically met Mulan pretty much straight after. Now Mulan's meet and greet was so good. Like, she's the best Mulan I've ever met. She her story that she was doing, and then also showing me her outfit a bit more, asking me where I'm from, that was really nice. And she's the only princess who even asked for my name at the end. Like, no other princess has ever asked me for my name. Then we went off and see the DVC team, because you get a free gift every day on the cruise as a DVC member. And it was the first time we actually started chatting to the team, which was really, really nice, because that's the one thing that hasn't connected with us, is the DVC on this particular cruise. It's just that we haven't really seen them much, and when we go up there we do ask how they are, but they didn't seem to be very receptive, and so they would just like go, here's your gift, and that was it. And we're not really going there just to get our gift, because that sounds so rude, doesn't it? Oh, we're only going to go and see them for our free gift. Well, we want to kind of get to know these people as well. Like, we're nice people, we're chatty people. So we did get chatting with them, and they actually really opened up and were really nice. There was a gentleman called Anthony, who I think is really good. The lady's good as well, which is Jen. And they've kindly invited us to another DVC event that just selected members, was it?
Yeah,
have been asked to attend. I don't know why we got selected, maybe because we are chatty, I don't know.
But they're trying to sell us something.
Or they're trying to sell us something, yeah.
Because you said about adding on.
I said about you adding on, not me. So anyway, they've invited us to the Cafe Cove area on
St Thomas,
which is in 2 days time, right?
which is day 5.
Yeah, so we'll definitely go to that because we get free coffee or a free alcoholic beverage. It's of our choice. But if it's the coffee drinks that have the cool things, which unfortunately we didn't have this morning, but the cool things on the top, then I'm there for that. Now we're gonna go and meet Princess Tiana. Oh, she is my favourite princess. That is my favourite film. I've become obsessed, really obsessed. I've got a t-shirt ready for her because we're going to Disney World after this, and we're staying in a certain place that has theming of such person. So I've got ready for that, and I brought my Tiana ears and stuff, so I'm ready for that. So I probably will be meeting and greeting her in Disney World as well, but while I've got the opportunity to do on the cruise, why not? Gonna do it. And then we go straight to dinner, and we are at the Enchanted Garden, which is our first stop, like the first time we've been there on this particular cruise, with our great servers. So I'm very much looking forward to dinner. And then after dinner, we have scheduled to meet Belle at 10, and then there's some music, but it all depends if we're feeling really tired, because tomorrow, guys, is our very first port. I would tell you the port, but I can't remember it.
Totola.
Thank you. Totola. We're going to Totola tomorrow. And it's really early start, so we have to be ready and checked in for 7:15. So it's going to be like a 6:30 going up Cabanas kind of jam tomorrow. So it depends. If we're tired, we'll be coming back and sorting that out, and we've got to sort our bag out as well for tomorrow. So we will see. Well, let's go meet Tiana, yeah? So we're in the beautiful Enchanted Garden, in the same section that we were with Charlie. We were just over in that section there. Here's the beautiful menu. Most people have probably seen the menu, so I probably won't vlog this menu, but I am looking to do a lot of puddings today, so I think it's going to be a main and puddings for me. Okay, what have you started with actually?
Yaki tuna tower.
Have I seen that before?
I have it every time.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Is it presented differently?
Mum.
I'm going to rewatch my vlogs. So we've got the tomato soup, but this tomato soup is like so red. You can't even see it on the camera. It's really red, like super red. Hello.
Hello.
And in it goes. Okay, any dripple down? No. So for my first main, I've gone for a humble chicken. Allun has gone for a sea bass and some scallops. And we're just waiting for my other main, which was the fillet steak. And here we go, my steak has arrived, oh my prime rib shall I say, prime rib has arrived. Okay, Dinesh has given us another puzzle, another brain teaser of the night. We have to move one crayon to make a square. Now if it's anything like yesterday's, it should be simple, right? Or are we overthinking it? Comment below. And by the way, this table is about to be smothered in dessert. Okay. Brownie sundae, chocolate and coffee cake, lemon and raspberry cake, and then, oh no, what's that one?
That's the bomb.
Oh, the bomb.
Sunday. Thank you.
I've just got lots of puddings right now. And Allun's getting his pudding.
Oh, thank you.
And that's a date pudding,
Thank you very much.
Look at that. It's a table of puddings. Hi guys. So, we didn't film the answer to the crayon. But maybe we won't give you the answer, because if you're on a Disney cruise, just think simples. Which you would have thought that I'm quite good at that, because I'm a simple person, but apparently it doesn't work that way. So then we went off and met Belle straight after dinner, after our lots of puddings. The puddings were good.
7 plates of pudding on that table.
Oh, that was so good. Obviously we can't eat all of it, but it was nice to have tried a load. And there was one that particularly stood out to me. It was the orange yogurt cake, I think it was called. It wasn't actually yogurt, but oh, it was,
yogurt's put in as the cream, isn't it, to make it?
But it didn't taste like yogurt.
Yeah, you're not going to taste it.
It was so nice. It was really, really nice. I would have that as just a pudding solid by itself. So that was the surprise of the night. But then, yes, we went and met Belle. And I have to say today, there's been so many people we've spoken to. Not people who watch the vlogs or anything, but just general people in queues, and it's been really nice to just have a chat with people. We did say that we would talk about the seasickness thing, because it has been, for most people, when we've been speaking to people around the ship, they have found it very difficult with the rocking, because it has been the worst out of all of the days. Obviously it's not Irish Sea worse for us, but I can see why people are having problems.
Yeah, people have been saying, well, I've overheard people say that it's this is the worst they've been on these Caribbean cruises.
Yeah. So Allun, who really did suffer, if you've watched the Royal Caribbean cruise vlogs, you'll know that he was out for a whole day with seasickness, has worked out a few things. So tip number 1.
Green apples.
Tip number 2.
Seasickness tablets.
But what's the tip with the seasickness tablets? I always think you start before you come on the cruise.
Yeah, you get them in your system. So the ones we have basically say take 2 an hour or 2 before required.
Yeah.
So they get to work in your system, and then take 1 every
day.
8 or so hours.
I would say even if you're not feeling seasick, you still take 1 a day, because then you're ready for a day like this where it's already in your system. What's another tip?
Now, ginger's meant to be one, seasickness bands. A lot of Americans, you walk on these cruises, you'll see these little patches behind the ears. They're seasickness patches.
Which work for some, don't they?
Yeah.
Some are medicated, some are not.
Well, yeah. Basically, some are pharmacy.
That's it, yeah.
Prescribed, basically.
Yeah.
Some you can just buy over the counter.
Anything else? Oh, we got told on the Royal Caribbean, tip number 4 I think this is, fizzy drinks. Apparently drinking like fizzy Coke and stuff does help. I didn't see that working very well personally, but it might work
Gas in your stomach, we were all...
I don't know, I don't get it either, but
no,
it was a tip, wasn't it? Yeah. So I don't know. But you
so
I think
what was it the stewardess said full belly of food?
Yes, she did. She did indeed.
Full belly of food.
Apparently that helps as well. So like there's so many things that can help, and everyone's different. And then some cruises you come on though, you won't have anything like this. It really does vary, and it also varies what part of the world you're in.
Because we booked this one in and used the balcony, didn't we? And we barely used it.
Today we haven't used it because it's just not been great. I want to say great weather, but actually the weather itself has been humid today, so technically you could be sitting outside. It was just the winds, and
it's like up to 50 knot winds basically across the ship.
That's what the problem was. So okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun things, so other people can see the madness that persists.
Follow on socials.
Oh yeah, socials. So we're TNA Disney on something, we're Tasha and Allun Disney Adventures on another
or
thing.
If you found us on this YouTube channel, go to our information page and the links are there.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. And the content you will see is a load of rubbish. Welcome. welcome people. No, thank you very much for for watching us. We do appreciate it, and it's so nice to hear from you guys. We really do love hearing the comments and stuff. It's fab, really fab. Okay, so tomorrow we are in Totola. Oh,
BVI, British Virgin Islands.
Oh gosh, I thought you were going to say something else then. Sorry. My mind went somewhere else.
Because if you've been to the British Virgin Islands to see vlogs, there's a sign when you get off the cruise ship that says BVI, British Virgin Islands. Yeah, okay, yeah. Other people are just going to get 2 minutes of you cracking
I'm sorry. No, I'm good. Yeah, so we're going to be there tomorrow.
You got to leave this in, you know that.
No, I can't.
You're going to leave this in.
I can't. Okay. Because people are going to go, why are you laughing? Because then I have to say why I'm laughing, but I can't because it's so bad. We're on Disney cruise. It's bad enough we swear as it is.
Yeah, you got told you got a carnival mouth.
Apparently I have. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, right, I'm sorry. I'm going to leave you there. Enjoy the rest of whatever the day is when you watch this, and we will see you next week at the 3 o'clock upload where we are in the islands.
And you better keep it in. Trust me.